Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd make a video about the Reddit confessions page that I found. I thought I should react to some of them because I'm sure they're going to be shocking. I just thought it was a fun idea, so let's have a look at them and see what we can find on here, huh? Today I took a shower for the first time in 8.5 months. Now I would laugh at that, but it could be because they're severely depressed. That could be the reason for it. But damn, I think the longest I've gone without showering because of my mental health is like a month maybe, which I shouldn't really admit, but I've had some pretty low times, you know, and I just haven't had the motivation. It's very different when you're depressed, it really is. Sometimes I like to fill up my bathtub full of tomato sauce and get in and pretend I'm a meatball. I'm sure no one actually does that, but we appreciate the effort you put into it. Today I was shouted at because my scars were out as it was a hot day. See, I think that's out of order. Like, I understand that you should keep your self-harm scars like as covered as possible, of course, out of respect for other people and because of children and you don't want to trigger anyone else. But I think if it gets to like crazy temperatures and you feel like you're going to pass out and you just can't wear a bandage or a long sleeve jumper, especially if they're very, very old scars that are going to be on your body forever. Who is anyone to tell you whether or not they can be showing, you know? It's a very difficult topic and I don't really know where I lay on this one because I have different opinions on it based on like my mental well-being at the time. I think it just depends on what they look like, how bad they are. I mean, I understand why they would shout at you, but I also understand feeling the need to not be ashamed of them and, you know, I'm not going to let this overpower me. I'm not going to let myself feel ashamed of something that I had to do to stop myself from killing myself at one point in time. Do you know what I mean? I have no sexual desire. It seems like this person is either asexual or on antidepressants, which sucks because feeling no sexual desire for literally ages, really, it does suck. It's very bad. I go bird watching around hiking trails in hopes to see couples having public sex. Oh my god, that is so creepy. What the hell? I have a sexual relationship with my first cousin. No. I don't care if it's your first cousin, your second cousin. I don't care. If they are family and they are on your family tree, that shit is incest. I don't care what anyone says. That ain't right. You need to cut that out. You need to stop. Like, why would you? Stop it. Stop it right now. You know you're related. You just said cousin. Like, stop. I married my step-cousin 2 years ago. No. That is so bad. That is something you should not be admitting on the internet. I don't care if you're anonymous. That is disgusting and you deserve to be punished for that. That is... oh god. Awful. I hope that's some kind of sick joke, but it probably isn't knowing the internet. Oh god. That's awful. I hope to be or kidnapped and kept as a sexual slave and it scares me. No. I think that's just like a weird fetish / kink thing. But that's very strange. Can't relate. Don't get it. Hope it's not a joke. Because that stuff is not funny. I don't understand why you would ever want any of that. So I would understand why it scares you. Oh my goodness. There are some strange people out there in the world, isn't there? I threw my dog poop on my neighbour's house a few years back. I feel like you need a backstory to that one, like, why did you do that? Ew. What, in the bag, or you just picked it up with your hand and just lobbed it? Not that it really matters, it's still gross either way. I might want to... dolphins. You know, I thought this was going to be funny, but there's actually a lot of criminal activity on this Reddit. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one, I'm quite scared. I am thinking of dumping my boyfriend because of his depression. No, that is scummy. I'm sorry, but no. In my opinion, you do not dump someone because of their mental health. I think that's the scummiest thing you can do to a person. Like, you really think that's going to help their mental health to be dumped over something that they can't control and that probably isn't ever going to get better? Like, you clearly don't love him then, and you shouldn't have been with him in the first place. Like, you should have just left him alone. I don't understand these people getting in relationships if you're not willing to be there through better or for worse, you know what I mean? I know that's like a marriage thing, but still, it's the same principle. Why are you with someone if you don't see a future with them, and if you're not going to stick with them through the hard times? Like, what the fuck? This topic makes me so angry. Like, I can't stand people putting you down because of your mental health, especially when they pretend that they understand and, oh, I suffered from it too, and oh no, it actually just pisses me off and makes me so livid that anybody could turn their back on you because of that. Like, nah, it's messed up. For the longest time, I thought it was my bag instead of my bad. That's so bad. That's the kind of dumbass shit I'd come out with. I stalked my current girlfriend of 4 years all throughout our junior and senior years of high school. Our entire relationship is founded upon information I received without her knowledge or consent, and I'm not sure how to tell her. No, that's so creepy. That is no way to win someone over, and if you're feeling guilty enough that you've got to tell her, I mean, I don't know how I'd react if someone said that to me. I'd be well creeped out. Or would I? I suppose if you're in love, you might be blinded by it and be like, oh, romantic. Like, there are some weird girls out there, you know. So I say just tell her and see what happens. It's your own consequence. You should have been honest from the beginning of your relationship, to be honest. If you're honest and things go wrong, you can never blame yourself. True story. When I'm in a relationship, I miss being single. When I'm single, I miss being in a relationship. Yeah, I can kind of relate to that. I think that's everybody's feelings. I think that's quite common, like you miss what you don't have. Yeah, I think that's just a normal thing to feel, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's odd at all. I'm walking around town with a butt plug in and it feels so good. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. I mean, I can understand the thrill of doing that shit in public, I really can. What a strange confession. I don't even think that's that strange. I think people like doing shit like that to get off, you know? I don't know, as long as no one else can see it. I'm eating less food because I can't stand the fact that I'm gaining belly fat. I've put on a lot of weight recently because of the pill and stuff like that, and because I've been comfort eating. So I've definitely cut down on my meals. Like, I eat 1 meal a day now and it's hardly any calories. So I definitely understand that. It's a bit dangerous because eating disorders can come from that, and you can have a lot of issues with that, and it's not really healthy. I definitely struggle with unhealthy eating quite a lot, and I'm not endorsing it or saying you should do that, by the way. But I definitely understand the need to do stuff like that to get yourself back down to the weight that you once were. And it's very difficult. I think society really does put a very false image of what we should look like, especially women. Men even as well, but women, for me, I can see that there might be more body positivity online, but like, it's overwhelming how much the slim, perfect model figure is put out there, especially Instagram and things like that. That's all you see. And I do look at other girls sometimes and think, this is why I'm single, this is why I got dumped. And I did used to be very, very skinny, but as soon as you take the pill, that stuff messes you up, and you're doing it for a good reason, of course, contraception and stuff, but I would really think through the decision before you do it, because it does ruin your self-confidence and stuff, and I am thinking of coming off of it now because I don't really need it. Just people with weight issues in general, I do feel sorry for them, and people often fat shame when they lose weight themselves, and then they'll tell someone else, oh, you used to be so skinny and stuff. Like, I don't see why you need to tell anybody else anything about their weight. People put on weight and people lose it. I don't see why people need to shame or look you up and down or be like, oh, you've put on weight. Like, it's just rude as hell. I've had a lot of comments like that recently, and it just doesn't help, especially when you're not in a good place. And I'm not fat, I'm just a little bit bigger than I used to be. I used to be skinny little twig. I think I'm actually healthy size now, but you still get the comments because people are used to seeing you at a lower weight. It's not good, and I don't condone it, but you know, you shouldn't do it. As a prank, I sometimes create fake accounts on Tinder and catfish random guys. Yeah, no, that's wrong. I don't agree in making fake accounts and things like that. It's actually a very bad legal issue, and you can get in a lot of trouble for that from the police if they track you down and find out that you're making all these fake accounts for anything, for bullying, for catfishing. It's just so wrong. Like, I don't know what kind of headspace you'd have to be in to do something like that. I mean, maybe when you're like 8 or something, you go online, or you're like 12 and you make a fake account because, you know, you're immature and you don't know any better. But once you get to a certain age, it's like you should know better than that, and you really do need to take responsibility for your own actions. And I just think it's so cowardly to hide behind a fake account. And half the time, it's very obvious what you're doing. Like, fake accounts are very hard to pull off. Nah, I think that's wrong. Catfishing and stuff is wrong. I cheated on my girlfriend last night. Sorry, but you're scum. There's no excuses. There's nothing you can say. You can't blame it on drinking. You can't blame it on anything. You cheat on your girlfriend. She's better off without you. You shouldn't have done it. You're going to break her heart so hard. It's one of the worst pains you can cause someone. Don't get in a relationship if you're going to cheat on them. End of story. Do not start a relationship if you can't be faithful. End of story. If you're not ready for commitment and to be A man, don't get in a relationship. Becca's getting heated. Okay, I think we're gonna leave this video at that. I know this was a really random video, but I just wanted to react to a few of them. I don't know what this video was. I feel like Reddit is full of a lot of trolls that will just say anything to get a few upvotes. The internet is a strange place. Reading that has really put back down my faith in humanity that was never really up in the first place. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. I make new videos whenever I feel mentally stable, which isn't very often, so we'll see. We'll see you in my next one. Peace. Bye.